welcome to Kate's Egg. Today, my dad is getting fertilizer put on all our fields, and it basically helps the wheat grow a lot better for what the soil is deficient in. And in order to have your wheat grow really, really well, your soil needs to be really, really good, because that's the start. Right here, we're at Greyn fertilizer, and that's the company we use for fertilizer. And I'm here to show you what it looks like, a semi that's going to our farm, our Montana farm, what it looks like to fill it up with fertilizer. Still very, very snowy out and very cold. It was 30 below last night, and there's still lots and lots of snow. I'll have to get some good views of the snowy fields. I'll even get to ride in the truck that's spreading the fertilizer in the field. I hope you enjoy. Make sure to subscribe and like this video and share it with everyone you know. It really, really helps me out so that I can teach everyone about how their food gets to their table. Thank you so much. From Greyn Fertilizer, and he's going to be taking us for a ride and spreading fertilizer. It's going to be super fun, so thank you. Now the wings of the fertilizer spreader are folding out.
Field gear, turn my auger on, you'll see it starting to fill up back there. Alright, I think we're ready to go.
You have a huge screen.
Yeah, it's nice. It's just where I turn the auto steer on, you just press the button and I'm good to go.
And the green says where you fertilize.
Yeah, green shows. When it's purple, it means it's putting a little too much on. When it's red, it's not putting enough on.
Just when you do corners and stuff, right?
Yeah. It's a little slick out today, so I'm not sure if I'll make it up the hill.
Yeah, oh my goodness. Oh, wow.
Gotta back up. Got to take a run at her. This lever will turn your fertilizer on and off.
Oh, that turns the fertilizer on and off?
Yeah.
Very cool.
I hope I'll make it up this one.
Oh my gosh. Yes. That's crazy. So right now you're spreading the fertilizer and you can hardly see anything.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't really see it coming out of there because it's white.
Yes, white on white. Do you often spread fertilizer in the snow?
That's actually the first time I've done it was over the last couple of weeks. I guess I want to get it on.
Yes.
Afraid it's not going to rain or something, so they want to get it on the snow.
What type of fertilizer are you putting in the ground right now?
Nitrogen.
Very cool. So we just did a pass going this way, and now we're going to do a pass going up here.
Yeah,
we're going super fast.
Yeah.
What's the normal speed you usually go at?
I usually try to stay around 20 miles an hour.
That's super fast compared to combine.
Oh yeah, I can really lay down some acres.
Yes. What would you call this machine?
It is a loader truck, I think is what they call it.
What kind is it?
It's a Case IH. You gotta check and make sure the fertilizer's still coming out. Everything get plugged up, especially on days like this. Right, this is where we spread earlier, where we spun out going up the hill. 139.
139, wow.
Yeah, she counts up pretty fast.
What would you say is the most interesting part of fertilizing?
All of it.
That's awesome. How much fertilizer does the tank hold?
It holds around 8 tons, so 16,000 pounds.
Wow.
That's what they normally put on anyway. Other than that, they don't want to put too much more, then it'll come off the side.
Yes, that would not be very good.
Gotta go shovel it.
All the fields are completely white everywhere.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell sometimes where if you're in the right field still, but
Yeah, so I didn't even think about that. That's very true.
yeah, so it's just kind of go off the stubble, I guess. It changes colors where it's not seeded, and
Yeah. Now we're coming up to the big hill again.
yeah, it's so wide you can't see anything.
Yeah, it's hard to tell the depth of the hill too.
Yeah, and there's a ditch running through here, I think, as you can feel it.
Yes.
I think this is going to be our last pass.
Here with Greyn from Greyn Fertilizer, and he's going to be teaching us all about fertilizer.
Yes, we're loading a truck right now to go out and put on the winter wheat that has been seeded already. We're making a blend. Purpose of making a blend is because just like our bodies, the plants need multiple nutrients. We've had a soil test done, and we're matching the soil test with the needs of the soil for what the crop yield it should be. So that's what our purpose is today.
That's great, thank you. Why is fertilizer so important?
Just like we eat, those plants have to eat, and if the nutrient isn't there, they can't be healthy and grow properly.
And the soil can be deficient in certain areas, and that's what fertilizer does, is you put that
Nutrition.
yes, back into the soil.
Just like when we sit down to eat a balanced meal, we have our phosphorus, our potassium, and our sodium as a balance. The soil is needed as well.
Thank you so much.
You bet. I'm putting the sulfur in to blend with the nitrogen to make a nitrogen sulfur mix for top dressing.
That's amazing.
And then the scale is controlling what we're putting in. A healthy plant is a prosperous crop, along with the moisture.
Yes, and it all starts with the ground the plant grows in, so that's so important in order to have a great harvest.
That's for sure. And then we need God's blessing with the water.
Yes, exactly. What time of year is best to put fertilizer on?
The best time is when the plants are growing, but the multitude of acres that have to be covered today, we have to spread that workload out as much as we can and get it as efficient as is possible.
Yes. Efficiency is very important.
Efficiency is important because the price of wheat dictates whether we can make a profit. If we don't have the proper efficiency of nutrition, then the moisture can't do it as efficient as it needs to.
That's a great point.
Yes,
Thank
it
you.
is. In the nutrition field, for years and years and years, that wasn't paid attention to it. We did what Dad did. Today, the profitability of farming is so thin that it needs to be as precise as possible. Because with the moisture, you have to have the nutrition as close as you can and as reasonable as you can to make the ultimate crop.
Yes, exactly. And the amount technology has come in farming makes it so much easier as well.
And it's always timing.
Yes.
I'm showing a nutrition table, which I'll a soil test, nutrients that we test for to bring a healthy crop. Variables in agriculture can come from the different crops that are being raised, putting different nutritions or taking different nutritions out of the soil to create different environments for the next crop. So rotation has become very important in agriculture for the reason of the uptake of nutrition. For example, after a wheat crop, raising a pulse crop, or a barley crop after a wheat crop and then a pulse crop.
Yes, and cover crop.
Cover crops as well can be used because Cover crops put nutrition in the soil, and then you don't have to buy as much nutrition to put back in the soil. In Montana, we don't always have enough moisture to put a cover crop in and still come back and have enough moisture to raise a full crop of wheat or barley, because we have limited rainfall here.
Yes, and I know that my dad noticed when he planted his chickpeas and then planted wheat, he noticed that the wheat did much better because the chickpeas were great for the soil. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like and subscribe for more awesome videos to learn how your food gets to your table. And also a huge thank you to Greyn Fertilizer for being able to make this possible. Make sure to follow Kate's Ag on Instagram, KATES_AG, and on Twitter, Pinterest, Facebook, and TikTok. And thank you so much for watching. Bye!